Hello, and welcome to the final episode. If you are here, you've walked the entire stairway. You've moved from or to and. You have escaped traps. You have learned to read reality. You have recognized that you are not separate from the universe. You have lived as a wave and as the ocean for 2 weeks. You have experienced the recognition. And now? Well, now comes the question everyone asks at this point. Okay, I see it, I get it, I've felt it, but how do I live this? Well, because here's what's happened. You have the recognition, it seems crystal clear and profound, the universe experiencing itself as you, wave and ocean, no separation. Then, oh yeah, you go back to work. You pay bills. You deal with traffic. You argue with your partner. You get cut off in line. And suddenly, you forget. Or the or thinking returns. The separation feels real again. Someone pisses you off and you think, that asshole. Not, that is the universe experiencing conflict through these forms. You stub your toe and you think, oh, yeah, not that this universe is experiencing pain through this particular nervous system. The recognitions fade and the old patterns resurface, and you wonder, did I lose it? Was it just a temporary state? How do I get back? Here is what I'm going to tell you today. You didn't lose it. Recognition isn't a state that you attain and then maintain perfectly. Living in and is a practice. It is not a destination. It is not achievement. It is a practice. It is a choice. And it is made again and again and again in every single moment. This episode is about how. How to remember when you forget. How to return to and when you fall into or. How to live from wholeness in a world that splits. How to make decisions from recognition. How to teach this without being annoying. How to keep deepening. This is the integration. This is the completion. Let's begin. First, let's normalize something. You will forget. Repeatedly. You'll have the recognition, and then you'll lose it. You'll have it again, and then you'll lose it again. This is not failure. This is the process. Why you forget? Well, number one, or thinking is deeply conditioned. You have been practicing or for decades. It is unconscious. It is automatic. It is your default operating system. And thinking is new. Still conscious. Still requires effort. Still building the needed neural pathways. You are not losing progress when you forget. You are encountering the depth of old conditioning. Number two, the world speaks or. Everyone around you thinks in binaries. News is or. Politics is or. Conversations are or. You are swimming in or water, constantly being pulled back into that framework. Forgetting doesn't mean you are weak. It means you are in an or world. Number three, strong emotions trigger or. When you are calm, it is easy to remember and. When you are triggered, or takes over instantly. Fear, fight or flight, binary survival response. Anger, right or wrong, me or you, another binary conflict. Grief, gone or here, head or lost. It's binary thinking about presence. Strong emotion hijacks your prefrontal cortex. It drops you into survival brain. Survival brain is binary. You are not regressing. You are human. Number 4, the ego resists dissolution. Part of you wants to be separate. It wants to be special. It wants to be in control. It wants clear boundaries. It wants to matter uniquely. Recognition of non-separation threatens the ego's sense of independent existence. So the ego fights back. But I am separate. This is just spiritual bypassing. I need boundaries. This is dangerous. The ego isn't wrong. It had a job. Maintain this particular form. It's not going to stop doing its job. You are not transcending ego. You are learning to hold ego and unity. Both are true. The point? Forgetting is built in. It is not a bug. It is a feature. The practice isn't never forget. The practice is notice when you have forgotten and then return. Again and again and again. This is the practice. Not being in and perfectly, but returning to and repeatedly. The rhythm? Well, remember, forget, notice, return, remember, forget, notice, return. Forever. Each cycle strengthens the recognition, weakens the conditioning, and builds a new pattern, and it deepens integration. You are not trying to stay in and. You are building capacity to return to and faster. The first time, well, it takes days to remember. After practice, it takes hours. More practice, minutes. Deep practice, seconds. Eventually, it's simultaneous. You are in or and. You see the and underneath. That is mastery. Not never forgetting, because you're going to forget, but seeing and even while experiencing or. Let me show you how. So here's what to do when you notice that you've forgotten. Not if you forget, because you will, but when you forget. Step 1, well, notice without judgment. You are in or. Maybe you're judging someone harshly, feeling totally separate and alone, anxious and about external threat, controlling an outcome desperately, or caught in an either-or trap. So instead of, oh shit, I lost it, I'm falling, I suck at this, try this instead. Oh, I'm in or right now. Okay, that's interesting. Now, just notice. There's no judgment, there's no problem, there is just awareness. I'm currently experiencing separation. That is it. The noticing itself begins the return. Step 2, locate the split. Ask, what am I splitting right now? Examples, feeling angry at someone. I'm splitting. Me versus them. Right versus wrong. Feeling anxious. I'm splitting. Safe versus unsafe. Control versus chaos. Feeling inadequate. I'm splitting. Enough versus not enough. Success versus failure. Feeling lonely. I'm splitting. Me versus the world. Connected versus isolated. Name the or. See the binary pattern that you are caught in. This creates space. Step 3. Ask the bridge question. What if it's an and? Then, what if both are true? Example, well, you're angry at someone. Or, well, they're wrong, I'm right. And, well, we both have valid perspectives. We are both the universe experiencing conflict through these forms, both hurt, both are defensive, and both want to be heard. Anxious? Well, or. Either I'm safe or I'm in danger. And, well, I'm mostly safe and there is uncertainty. I have some control and must surrender some. Both are true. Inadequate, or I'm either enough or not enough. And I'm enough as I am, and I'm growing. Complete and developing. Because both are true. Lonely, or I'm separate and alone. And I feel lonely in this moment, and I'm connected to all that is. A temporary feeling and eternal connection. Both are true. The and question opens the prison. Step 4, physical reset. Recognition isn't just mental, it's embodied. Do 1. Breathe. Inhale, I am. Exhale, universe. Reminds you that you're not separate. Touch something. Feel. Where do I end and this begins? What does this reveal? There's no clear boundary. Look at your hand. Remember, the star is matter. This is the universe. And this grounds physical and metaphysical. Listen, hear the sounds around you. Notice, where is the sound? Is it in me? Is it in the world? Is it both? This shows that the subject and the object are rising together. The body remembers faster than the mind. Use the body to return. Step 5, choose one and recognition. Don't try to remember everything, just one. Today, I remember my body is the universe temporarily formed as me. I am the observer and the observed rising together. This person is the universe too. What's happening is the universe experiencing itself. I am the wave and the ocean. Pick one. Hold it for this moment. That is enough. Step 6. Act from recognition. Don't just think about it. Do something from it. Small action. Well, if you remembered this person is the universe too, the action might be speak to them with that recognition. If you remembered I am the wave and the ocean, the action would be move through this situation with that knowing. If you remembered observer and observed arise together, action, soften the split between you and what you're experiencing. Recognition without action stays conceptual. Action from recognition makes it real. The full protocol? Well, number 1, notice with no judgment. Number 2, locate the split. What or? Ask and question. What if both are true? Physical reset? Well, the body remembers. Number 5, choose one recognition, but don't overwhelm. And finally, number 6, act from it and make it real. This takes, 30 seconds, maybe 2 minutes, but not long. But it changes everything. You use this when you forget, which will be often. That is okay. That is expected, and it's totally normal. The practice is the return, not the never leaving. Okay, so let's get practical. How do you make actual decisions from and? Because that's where rubber meets the road. The old way, the or thinking, the decision, should I leave this job? List pros and cons, weigh them, choose a side that wins, hope you choose right, doubt yourself later, and then swing back and forth. Why does this fail? Well, you're splitting what's complex into binary. The decision isn't actually take it or don't. It's under what conditions, with what boundaries, for what duration, towards what purpose, with what else in my life. Or cannot hold that complexity. The new way and new thinking. Well, the decision, a job offer. Step 1. Honor both truths. Part of me wants this. Why? Well, because of a growth opportunity, because it will give me financial stability, because it offers new challenges, and because there are specific skills that I would learn. But part of me resists this. And why is that? Well, the commute, the culture concerns would take time away from other activities, and my gut feeling says it's not quite right. Both are valid. Both contain information. Don't choose between them. Hold them. Step 2. What is trying to emerge? Not which side wins, but what is the and here? Maybe I can't take the job and set clear boundaries around time. I can take it and stay open to other opportunities. I can take it for a specific duration and use my bridge to what's next. I can negotiate terms that honor both my needs and their needs. Or maybe recognizing this is a no, and I'm grateful for clarity. This is not yet, and I communicate that. This is yes with conditions. And here's what they are. The and isn't always take the job and don't take the job. Sometimes the and is honor my yes and honor my no. Clarity is in the and. Step 3, check with deeper knowing. Once you have potential, an and statement, ask the body. Does this expand or contract me physically? Expansion will equal alignment and contraction is misalignment. Ask the gut. What's the felt sense here? What am I feeling? What am I sensing? What does my gut tell me? Trust your intuition. It is soul-level knowing. Long term, well, does this serve my becoming? Not just comfort, but growth towards why I'm here and what to express. Values, does this honor what matters most? Not perfection, but direction. And then ask the universe, what wants to happen through me? You're not just choosing for you, you are the universe experiencing itself through you. What's trying to emerge? Step 4, decide and commit. Make the decision from and, not or. Then fully commit. But here's the and even in commitment. I commit to this choice and I remain open to course correction. I say yes to this and I honor my right to say no later if circumstances change. I'm all in and I'm paying attention to whether this stays aligned. Commitment and flexibility, not or, and. Examples? Well, a relationship decision, or stay or leave, and I commit to staying and we address these issues. I work on the relationship and I maintain boundaries. I give it full effort and I know my limits. Career decision, an or, a safe job or a risky venture. The and, I can do both temporarily. I can build a venture while maintaining an income. I can take calculated risks that honor my security needs. A life direction, or follow passion or be responsible. The and, I follow passion responsibly. I build practically towards passion. I honor both dreams and reality. The pattern, decisions from and. Honor complexity. Don't force binary. Hold multiple truths. Don't eliminate valid information. Ask what wants to emerge, not just choose from the options presented. Check the deeper knowing, the body, the gut, long-term values, and the universe. Commit and stay open. You can do both. This doesn't guarantee right choice, but it does guarantee a whole choice made from integration, not from a split. So once you see this, you will probably want to share it. You'll want everyone to know. But here's what happens. You try to explain. They look at you like you are crazy. They don't get it. They think you are being woo-woo. They resist. You get frustrated. How do you share this information without being that person? Well, don't start with you are the universe experiencing itself. Tell people that their thinking is wrong. Correct their or statements constantly. Explain the whole model unsolicited. Act superior because you see it. Use spiritual jargon or force it on anyone. You will just create resistance and make and sound annoying. What to do? Well, live it first. Embody and. Let them see the effects. Less reactive, more grounded. Hold the paradox calmly. Don't swing in or traps. Peaceful with complexity. They will notice, they will ask, that is your opening. Wait for the question. When they ask, you seem different. What changed? How do you stay so calm? How did you make that decision? Then you can share, but not before. And then use their language. Don't say physical and metaphorical are one thing simultaneously. Say, well, I started noticing patterns, like how the same situation teaches different people different things. It made me realize that there is more going on than just surface level. The bridge from where they are, not from where you are. Share your story, not theory. Not here's the 6-episode framework and thinking. But I was stuck in this either or trap and I couldn't decide. Then I realized that I didn't have to choose, I could honor both. And everything changed. People receive through stories. People resist lectures. Normalize their experience. Yeah, I do that too. I forget constantly. It's not about staying in the recognition perfectly. It's about remembering faster when you forget. This removes pressure and makes it accessible. Offer without attachment. This really helped me. It might help you, or might not. Either way, it's fine. No agenda, no need to convert. Just here is what I found. Point to their direct experience. Not, let me tell you about non-separation, but have you ever noticed how when you breathe in, air becomes you? Then when you breathe out, you become air. Where is the actual boundary? Let them discover. Don't tell them. Recommend the resource. There's this podcast series that walks through it step by step. Changed how I see everything. Want the link? Then let them decide. The principle? Teach by being. Share when asked. Use their language. Point to experience. Release the outcome. You are not responsible for their awakening. You are responsible for your own. Live it. They will see it. Some will ask. Most of them won't. But that's okay, because you're not here to convert the world. You are here to be the universe being conscious. Do that, and that is enough. This is not a one and done. This is a lifetime practice. It is always deepening. Here is how to keep growing. Daily micro practices. Each morning, before getting up, I am the universe waking in this form. What wants to be experienced today? Throughout the day, when you notice or return to your protocol. Take just 30 seconds. When you remember and, pause, feel it, and choose from it. Usually only takes about 10 seconds. In the evening, take just 3 minutes. Today I remembered when, today I forgot when, and tomorrow I will practice. 5 minutes total every day. It builds the pattern. Weekly practices, well, once a week, take 30 minutes. Do some deep reading. Pick one thing, the body part, natural form, situation. Read it completely. Literal, metaphorical, teaching. Journal the and statement. Or trap review. Where did you swing big this week? What's the and? How will you hold it going forward? Recognition refresh. Reread your recognition statements from episode 5. Which one needs attention this week? How will you practice it? Monthly practices? Well, once a month for 2 hours, do a full review. Read all 6 episode summaries. Notice where you've integrated. Notice where you're still struggling. Recommit to the practice. Do a depth exploration. Pick one concept like the wave or the ocean or physical, metaphorical, or you and the universe and go deeper. What don't you fully understand yet? What makes you want to explore more? Community. Connect with others on this path. Online, local, anywhere. Share experiences. Learn from each other. You are not alone. Deepening questions. As you practice, explore on separation. Can I find the actual boundary between me and the world? When exactly does breath become me? Where does my skin end and air begin? On consciousness, what is aware of my thoughts? Can I observe the observer? What remains when all content drops away? On control, how much do I actually control? What's the relationship between effort and surrender? Can I hold both agency and trust? On identity, what remains constant while everything changes? Am I the pattern or what's aware of the pattern? Can I be nobody and everybody simultaneously? On meaning, what is the universe experiencing through me right now? What's trying to emerge through this life? How am I serving the whole? These aren't questions to answer. They are questions to live with. They deepen recognition. Keep asking. Avoiding spiritual bypassing. This is important, and it doesn't mean it's all perfect and nothing matters. Don't take action, just observe. Physical suffering doesn't matter. Boundaries aren't needed. Everything is fine because it's all the universe. No. And means act and recognize. Physical matters and metaphorical matters. Set boundaries and see the unity. Address the harm and know the cosmic perspective. Feel the pain and know it's not an ultimate truth. Be engaged and be aware. Don't use and to avoid responsibility. Use and to act more wisely. Signs that you're integrating? You forget less often. Recognition becomes more stable. You return faster when you do forget. You hold the paradox comfortably. Both and feels natural. It's less reactive. Pause exists before response. It's more grounded. Less anxious, more trusting. It's simpler. It's less internal conflict. It's kinder. You recognize the universe in everyone. It's clearer. Decisions from wholeness. It's lighter. Not taking everything so personally. And it's deeper. Life has more meaning, not less. Not overnight, but gradually. Over months, over the years. Keep practicing. It deepens. Okay, well, we are at the end of our 6 episodes. 6 gates. You walk through them all. Let's review the journey. Episode 1, awareness. You discovered you think and or constantly. You did a 24-hour experience. Notice or thinking. Recognition? Oui, it's everywhere. Episode 2, understanding. You learned why or feels true but breaks down. 48-hour experiment. Find stuck or, ask 6 and questions, write and statement. Recognition or fails for complexity. Episode 3, freedom. You saw how or creates self-reinforcing traps. Week-long experiment. Identify the trap, map the loop, exit to and. Recognition. Problems aren't patterns. They are traps. Exit equals seeing the trap. Episode 4, literacy. You learned reality speaks in and. physical and metaphorical. 2-week experiment. Read 7 forms. Live as a student. The recognition. Form is teaching. Everything speaks. Episode 5. Identity. You recognize that you are not separate from the universe. 2-week experiment. 7 recognitions. Live from unity. The recognition. Wave and the ocean. You are the universe being conscious. Episode 6. The current episode. Integration. You learned how to live this. Ongoing practice. Return to the protocol. Decisions from and, teaching others, and deepening. The recognition. This is a lifetime practice, and it's always deepening. What you have now? Not a belief system, but capacity. The capacity to notice or, to return to and, to hold paradox, to read reality, to recognize unity, and live from wholeness. This is not the end. This is the beginning. You have the foundation. Now you build. Every day, every decision, every moment, practicing, deepening, integrating, becoming more fully what you always were. The universe being conscious, here as you. Welcome home. Now, before we close, that question from episode 1, the question that started everything, are you the wave or the ocean? Well, now you know. You are not the wave or the ocean. You are the wave and the ocean. You are the ocean expressing itself as a wave. You are the wave knowing itself as the ocean. Both, always, never separate, just forgotten temporarily, but now you remember. And here is the beautiful thing. You will forget again, probably tomorrow, definitely this week, but that's okay because now you have the practice, you have the return, and a recognition. You know how to come back. You know the way home. And each time you return, faster, deeper, more stable, until one day you are in or and you see the and underneath. You are experiencing separation and knowing unity simultaneously. You are the wave and you know you are the ocean. Both. Always. That is integration. That is mastery. So that is what you are building. So go. Live this. Practice. Share this when asked. Keep deepening. Keep remembering. Keep being what you are. The universe, being conscious as you. Thank you for walking this with me. Thank you for doing the work. Thank you for being. Be whole, always.